Good morning, folks. Oh, that was quick. Hello, Sue. Hello, Ford. I'm having breakfast like right now. Because I have to take medication. I guess because the new time hasn't really sunk into everybody. Everybody's up right now because they think it's 7:21. Top of the morning to you, Robert. I'm rebooting because I have a Windows problem. Oh, wrong. Good morning, Inga. I'm a little stiff. Oh, breakfast. I gotta get my breakfast into me like right now because I gotta take a painkiller. I'm gonna end some streams outside because this is gonna be short because good morning, Thomas. What are you doing up at 4:22 in the morning? Well, I guess your body says it's 5:22. Are you in the garage, Thomas? You're not going to answer me, Tom? I know what you're doing in the garage, Tom, too. I know your secret. I know your dirty secret, Tom. Tom's a bad boy, but... Okay, so let's do some stream ending outside because I've got to get... This is going to be long. Because I've got to go outside and get cameras set up here real soon because it's going to be light out soon. Oh, I hate that in the morning when everything, I got to do passwords over everything all over again. I woke up at 4:30, but I forced myself to stay in bed. Forced. It was hard. Doug, though, had no problem staying in bed. Alright, so all the streams are ended outside. We only have one stream going right now. This is the one. Thanks for the coffee chat. Well, you're going to watch me eat pancakes. Because I got to get some pancakes into me so that I can take these medications to make my ankle feel a little bit better and my back a little bit better. Because I am a little bit hurting from the, what I did to myself yesterday. And I went and took my camera to take a picture of the concrete invoice, and the battery was dead in the camera. Doing bacon. Oh, bacon would be nice, Inga, thanks. Oh, I do have bacon, actually. I think I have bacon pre-cooked here. I cooked some bacon. Do I still have bacon? I have bacon with pancakes would be nice, too. Do I have any bacon? Well, I got little crumbs of bacon, which is already if you're frying eggs. Yeah, I just got crumbs. Just a bag of crumbs. Sort of like trying to make a sandwich with the crumbs in the what you call it? bread bag. Oh, I'll be glad when this, well, I'm not going to be glad, but the cold weather gets here, these flies go away. Bacon would be nice, actually, I'm thinking about it. Just sugar it up a touch. Lots of maple syrup. I wish I would have cooked the pancakes, you know, all the first night instead of letting them sit. Because that, oh, the blueberry juice screwed it up so bad. Because I like my pancakes thick. More maple syrup. That's great. Now the threads are. Is it working? I better be careful with that bottle. It ain't sealed. All right, I'm right back with my pancakes here. I'm up late, pal. Yeah, thanks. I was actually up at 4:30. Toaster oven turns off on its own. No, it's still on. It'll turn off in about 30 seconds, 90 seconds. I'm not getting back up. Thanks for your concern, though. I gotta take my pill. Congratulations to your countrymen, GPS, UFC. What? I have no idea what you're talking about. Alright, let's get this happening here. Because we know what naproxen does to my body if I don't eat. Just turned off. A liter bottle of maple syrup is what was it? I'll tell you, I think the price tag's still on it. $23 Canadian for a liter. Because I get it from I don't know who George St. Pierre is. $23 because I buy it from him in our feeds. Because it's a local guy that does it. He's got a big operation here. It's all local. But it isn't as good as my neighbor's because my neighbor uses hardwood to do his. But the other guy does it the propane burner, which I'm not a big fan of the propane burner. It has that sterile taste. There's no smokiness to it. Well, if you're buying maple syrup cheap, be careful, Inga, because the cheap maple syrup, they found out that it's sugar water. There's no way of making cheap maple syrup. Thank you, Norm. You're a real bud. Here is where we'll see his eating disorder of speed and size of bite. Norm, you're such a gentleman. I gotta eat. So last night I said goodbye, and I thought I was gonna crash really quick, and I didn't. I was wide awake. 11 o'clock last night. That's midnight. Because I had my clock changed. I was up till 11. Midnight. After everything I did yesterday, midnight. Strung right out. I ate a whole container of peanuts. Sitting on the couch. But I did drink water. I did no barley sandwiches. Strictly water last night. Pounded back 2 more waters. Had no Charlie horses all night. My neighbor sold out on me before I went and got any. I learned how to eat fast in the Army. Because Ford, they literally stole your plate if you didn't eat quick enough. They used to pile us into the mess hall. I'm not kidding you, folks. You go in, you line up. And the food was awesome. I'm not going to complain about the food. Food was awesome. You load up your plate with food. Sit down. You were not allowed to talk. You better be eating. And if you were talking, they literally would come around and steal your plate. And as soon as you finish eating, because you're not talking, up. You're not allowed to sit and let it settle. Up. Take your plate to the counter. Get back outside and stand in formation and wait for everybody. They're just mean. For fun. They just did it for fun. Just for fun. Like he basically had about, technically a half an hour for lunch. Yeah, it was book. It was basic training, 11 weeks of hell. And it was like, you could go in and eat in like under 15 minutes, and then you'd stand outside and wait 15 minutes, waiting for everybody to come out, and then the master corporal would come out right at the end. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I could tell you something that would shock you right now, but I don't know if I want to share it, why I joined. It wasn't a good reason. I was a troubled teenager. I was a bad boy. Bad. Put it this way, in a small town with nothing to do, you get into trouble. See, as an adult, I'm like the perfect adult. Well, I'm not perfect, but I'm a very good person, okay? As a teenager, I was like the, how do we say? Hey, Michelle, I've seen this comment before. Hit F5. If your chat's not working, hit F5. I gotta get that t-shirt made, F5 t-shirt. No, Diane. Oh, Diane. But you know, the thing is, get the badness out of you while you're young, and then live the rest of your life as a good person. I'm glad because ironically, some of the good kids that I knew that never got into problem, they end up going to jail as adults. Well, Janie, I got the belt, I got the stick, I got the ruler, I got her all, man. Didn't stop me from being bad. So anyways, I did military time. And I hated it. Despised it, actually. It's just pouring outside right now. Gonna have to use my umbrella to set up the camera at the lagoon. I know you're using the app, aren't you, Michelle? On an iPad. You gotta use Safari. The app sucks for chat. This app sucks for everything, actually. The app should be deleted off your phone. Seriously. Use Safari. You won't have this problem. We gotta help Michelle here. She wants to be part of the chat, but yet she's chatting right now. That makes no sense. You just said the chat's not working, but you're chatting to us. Are you trolling us, Michelle? Well, Lester, that's why I killed myself yesterday, because I knew this storm was coming. It's supposed to just crazy rain. Like, how much rain are we? Last night they said 40 millimeters of rain. I'll tell you in a second. That's what I did yesterday. Well, they got the gray banner across the top that says special weather statement in effect. Now they've downgraded it to 20 millimeters of rain during the day, 5 to 10 millimeters at night. And tomorrow's still going to be warm, 10 degrees. And then the cool weather comes. Official cool weather hits us. But sunny. Cool but sunny. Which is just fine with me. 5 degrees, 6 degrees during the day with the sun. I can handle that. That's good working temperature, actually. It's not bad at all. Oh, Petal was 4 degrees, so it's Ottawa that's going to be warm. But, see, the radar is not a lot of... I'll post the radar here on chat so you can see it's not a lot of rain. Michelle, if you're in videos, there's no chat in videos. The videos are the past. Live stream is now. That's how come there's a chat. You can't chat with people who are gone. And videos, everybody's left. There's only comments. You can only leave a comment. Safari won't help you, Michelle, on a video trying to find chat. It's like, if you can figure out how to chat with people who are left, let me know. Hey, Doug, there's maple syrup to be licked here soon. Doug, come on. I hear footsteps. Oh, look how quick he listened. Oh, Dougie. See, he knows that he treats. He's going to get maple syrup lickings today. He loves licking maple syrup. Don't you, Doug? Oh, yeah, eh? Oh, put your head right at the table. Oh, you little rotten dog. You licked my fork. What a dog. He put his head right on my desk here while I'm eating and had a little licky of my, oh, no, it's too early to be sitting up, eh? Maple syrup. It's getting bright out. Sky's starting to go light blue. Are you still time traveling, Michelle, on the videos, talking to people who have left? Michelle, you're having problems today, aren't you? Well, the deal is, videos are past tense. Live stream are now. So at the past tense, there's no one there to chat because everybody's left. It's sort of like showing up to a party after it's over. No one to drink with. I don't have any peanut butter here to give Doug. We used to do that to my dog all the time. My little dog. We used to stick it to the top of her mouth and drove her nuts. Just for fun. Michelle, you've never chatted on a video. Trust me, videos are comments. You're making things up now, Michelle. I'm telling you for sure. Absolutely. It's impossible to chat after the party's over. Your mind is playing memory games on you. You know what it was? You were watching a live stream and thought it was a video. I'm having pancakes for breakfast because I needed to get something to me right away because I had to take medication for my hurting body. I'm a little stiff today. Man, oh man, I got my jobs done. Oh, I'm so happy because it's raining outside. It's going to be wet. I don't have to do any more patio stones. Patio stones are done. So the next thing on my list, well, Tim's coming today with the laser. We're going to shoot the lines so I can get all the measurements so I can figure out what I need. I got to do the chinking, which I got the wire in the back of the truck. I got to take on the front of the barn, I got to take the door off the attic, cut it smaller, refit it, and make it part of the front of the barn because I'm closing the door off. And then I have to take all the little overlapping boards on the front of the barn because it's got little groove boards over top of the main boards, and I got to cut it right across where the roof line is going to be because the metal flashing is going to go up. And I got to take the internet coaxial cable, cut it, coaxial conduit, I got to cut it down, and I got to go through the barn wall down. I probably have, if everything goes right, a solid day's work to get everything ready. And we're going on a road trip this week. Well, I am, and I'll show you what I get. I'm going to score a deal on metal. I got a guy, remember I told you in the spring, a person who has used metal. So that's what I'm doing. It'll be a better deal than the fupa on the concrete. Where did I grow up in Canada? Well, Nancy. From 6 years old to 18 years old, I lived right here. Actually, my parents' cottage is not even 4.4 kilometers from me, that direction. And I lived in half the year in town, 4.4 kilometers that way. So it was half a year, 4.4 kilometers that direction, and half a year, 4.4 kilometers that direction. From 6 to 18, and then I left. I don't sell ducks. If I sold ducks, I would be technically a duck farmer. And everybody knows I'm not a duck farmer. Right, folks? I'm a serial streamer. And they're not even remotely close to being the same. Okay. Who wants to watch Doug? My beautiful Ottawa Valley accent. I don't know if it's beautiful. But I left and never got rid of it. Well, I did a little bit, and then I got it back when I moved back here. What is exactly a pimple? Well, Norm, watch the show. You'll find out. You'll see. A Salarian pimple. No, I don't speak French. Never have. Did Portuguese, but I've forgotten it now. Alright, we're going to do a Doug licking maple syrup. And this is usually where he sprays it all over the rug and makes the rug sticky. Well, I go get another coffee. I'll set this up for you because Doug loves maple syrup. Hang on here. I gotta get rid of my fork. We need a mod here. I'm a mod. What's wrong? We got a problem? Did someone tell Norm to shut up? I'm sorry, Norm. Did we trigger you this morning? Oh, Doug, so he knows what's going to happen here. All right. This is the Duck Adventure maple syrup, dog eating maple syrup live stream. Only on YouTube could you get this, eh? Where is it? Doug, back up. Make sure you're in the, there you go. All right, maple syrup licking dog. Dougie, you don't hesitate on maple syrup, do you? You know, if that was a plate of scrambled eggs, he'd sit there and look at it. He would. But see, maple syrup is his favorite. He's got a big tongue. She can be done. She can clean up quick. He can clean up quick. I have a battery pack on because I've discovered a new problem. The back room's cold. So because the back room's cold, both of my iPads were dead this morning and my phone was dead. iPhones don't like the cool, and it's not even cold back there. Like it's only like 8 degrees. Michelle, you've got problems with your Apple products, eh? So my suggestion is get rid of them. If you're watching, you know what? If you're watching on an iPad and then watching on your TV for the sound, the sound doesn't probably line up. So my mouth is moving and it doesn't make any sense. There's a button, 2 buttons. Where are they? I got an air. I'm streaming on air right now. Okay, right in the top right-hand corner, top left-hand corner, Michelle, there's 2 little buttons for the volume, up and down. And then on the side button is your what is that button? That's your screensaver button. Michelle's got problems. Michelle needs a tutor on tech. Yeah, I know. He just rinsed down the syrup, eh? Oh, he's back giving her another lick. One final more lick there. Oh, yeah, Doug, it's gone. He loves maple syrup. Gets up like instantly for it. Oh, come on, naproxen, start working. I don't think Michelle could search on YouTube to find the answer. She's having problems running the machine. She needs someone to come over and help her. She really does. Michelle, I'm sorry, I can't help you out. We're trying to tell you. But I've got an iPad Air here. That's what I'm using right now. I'm telling you the buttons, where they are. See, I don't know about connecting to TV stuff. I don't know about that. That's high-tech stuff. Like Bluetooth, I don't have any Bluetooth, nothing here. So I can't help you out with that answer. I'm sorry. There's only so much I know. It's getting brighter. Oh, pretty soon I gotta go outside, folks. Get the ducks outside because the day is shorter. We're gonna get them out 6:53, which is technically 7:53. Patty's here every day, James. It's you that haven't been here. Oh. Alan, Michelle's having problems. She can't even find the volume button, and you're telling her to turn up the volume. You gotta listen here. She doesn't know where the buttons are. I really want to do something today, but I know my body's saying don't. But I am going to do something. I'm going in the garage. I think I have some T-shirts I have to package up. I think there's like 4 or 5 T-shirts, and I might even we'll see how it goes. I might get the moderator T-shirts happening. I gotta cheat on that. But I got to figure out today, because once I get the measurements with Tim, I got to figure out the material list and then email it to Home Hardware to get a deal, because they're going to give us a deal on what we need for the barn. Maybe it'll make up for my food paw on the floor. As soon as my battery's charged on the camera, I'll take a picture of it and post it on GoFundMe too. I laid it out there over the light, take a picture with the battery, and phone wouldn't even turn on. Everything in the back room's dead. Everything. Is it working now, Michelle? Have you got it figured out? I don't think like she's going to answer us. Which should be in your settings. It's a simple volume. You know, don't you love how when you're trying to help somebody with tech and you're not right there, just grab the unit out of their hands and do it. I couldn't be tech support. If you've got an iPad Air, Michelle, I'm on an iPad Air. This is an iPad Air right here in front of me. And the buttons, there's 2 buttons, up and down, for the volume. Do you have on the browser setting, do you have the little speaker? Does the little speaker have a line through it, Michelle? Maybe you've muted YouTube. But how? You're listening to me right now. Oh, you're listening to me through your TV. I forgot about that. Okay, so did you mute YouTube? Don't forget, YouTube in the browser has got a volume control. Please say my name in the stream. There you go. I think it's a browser. I think she's got the mute on the browser happening, or the little sliding scale. But I don't know if she's using the browser or if she's using the app. Please subscribe to me. Your mom. Why would we subscribe to you? It's a no-no. Don't come here asking for subs, because we don't do that. Okay, Michelle, I'm trying hard here to help you. Do you have the YouTube little volume thing? Slide. I'm thinking you have the YouTube volume turned down itself. Not your iPad, but the YouTube volume. Okay, I'm trying hard, Michelle. I'm as you notice, I'm starting to get a little bit triggered. Oh. I think say my name, please. There you go. Michelle, do you want me to show you on my screen? Would this help you? Do you want me to show you on my screen? We're going to give Michelle a little tech lesson here right now, okay, folks? Sorry to interrupt this morning coffee, but we're going to do a little bit of a tech, okay? So, I got to show Michelle here. We'll go to the screen. Okay, Michelle, you see this right here? See that right there? The little speaker thing? Do you have that on your screen? And if you do, click your mouse, take your mouse on it, and go like that. See, there's a little slider, and you can slide it across like that. Try that. Okay? Try that, please. We'll see if that helps Michelle. Because that's the only other option it could be. Later, Patty. Patty's had enough of tech support on the Duck Adventure. He's going to go do something else. Mine does not have that. So that means you're in the app. I told you to get out of the app, Michelle. It's hard to help you if you don't listen. Do you have headphones plugged in, laying on the table? Like earbuds plugged in, just laying there? Do I know the Spitznagels? No, I don't, Nancy. Well, I know of the Spitznagels concrete people, but I don't know them personally. You got lots to do. It's nice and sunny. Well, you're lucky boy. It's not sunny here. It's a short bus morning here for it. Yep. Have a good day, Patty. Don't kill yourself like I did yesterday. Pace yourself. Don't make yourself have like too long of a list of things to do. Good morning, Rowdy. How are you? It's getting brighter out. I'm going to be leaving here shortly, folks, to go and let the ducks out and figure out what I'm going to do today. It's raining. I'm so tired. I might work in my garage. I don't know. I want to clean my garage out really bad. Because I want to get rid of those rocks in my floor. Yesterday wasn't a penance. I didn't torture myself enough yesterday. You obviously didn't watch me. Okay, you are mom. Ask one more time to sub to me, and I'll personally ban you. You're just cluttering up the chat here. We're all trying to have a conversation, and you're in here, sub to me, sub to me, sub to me. Like, go away if you're going to do that. Join the conversation or blow, buddy. I really want to. I got to go through my t-shirts because I'm sold out of a lot of sizes, so I can get rid of a lot of boxes. Which I'm thinking when I do that, I can get rid of some racks, which means I can get my garage back and move them upstairs, because upstairs there's room. Sarah would have banned you at the first time there. You were a mom. Alright, time for him to go. He just did it. What an idiot. And he got double hammered. Tom and I hit him at the same time. Did you see that? Boom. So if it's pouring, that's what I might be doing in my garage. I really want to get my garage up because I'm thinking I'm going to be building the pimple walls in the garage. Lay it all out, get it all completely done, and then just take them down there and install them. I mean, that's the way it's going to happen. Go. You gotta wonder, it's like, I would love to have a camera on these people and see, they're sitting there, in their mom's basement, joining chats. Like, who are these people? Like, you gotta wonder, right? Society's a scary place. Exactly, Jennifer. Who has time at 6 a.m. in the morning to troll a duck channel? Like, oh, Inga just did a tech research for Michelle and has confirmed that there is no volume button either, and no chat. Sticking with the app. So the app's the problem, Inga? Stay away from the app? Somebody that's waiting for the school bus on a Sunday? It isn't 6 a.m. in all the world, Ford? No way. You're kidding. Do you mean everybody else is on different times? I did not know that. So you're saying you're on a different time than me? Good morning, Digger Pete. Where has Digger... I haven't seen you in a couple days there, Digger. Did you watch me kill myself yesterday? Did you enjoy watching me kill myself? I poured her on hard for you folks yesterday. Try to put a good show on to show you, you know, how a man that made a mistake pays for his mistake. But I'm so happy. You have no idea how happy I am that I accomplished that yesterday. I basically did 2 days work because I thought I was going to have a helper. So I just poured her on. It feels so good. Plus, I have no patio stones left on this property. I don't even have a piece. I have 2 little tiny pieces of broken patio stone, but this big left. No patio stones. I'm patio stoned out. You know, if you join a live stream, and go backwards, you can fast forward, so you can jump ahead in time. But then as soon as it catches up, it slows down again. Oh, thanks, Jennifer. You're saying that I'm going to work myself to death? The comment, the support. Yeah, keep working until you drop. It's getting brighter, folks. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and start getting things ready here. Let the ducks out, so they can have fun. Because their day is now officially shorter in our world. Still the same length for them. I already had breakfast. I had to eat instantly when I got up this morning because I had to take naproxen. Helen is going trout fishing. That'd be nice, but I got stuff to do. Good morning, Mindy. Mindy slept in. a dick foot for Doug. I think that's a typo, Paul. That's funny. Oh. Jasmine's runners are still here. I know it was supposed to be duck foot, Paul. Go to work. So I have to go work right now to Mark's cracking the whip here because I'm not allowed to. I'm going to finish this coffee and then I'm going. And then I don't know what's going to happen today. I think I'm going to go into my garage and I really want to get rid of those rocks. And today, if it's raining, it's a good day to do it. Plus, I got to box up my Red Wing boots and put an address label on them. They're going back. That is an unbelievable company. I'll fill you in on what's happened so far, okay? So remember I told you last week that they finally emailed me back? So I emailed the guy back, the guy in Canada, and he's supposed to take care of me. Wednesday. Haven't heard from him since. Unbelievable customer service. Terrible. And the other company, that STC boot company, okay, so I told you they sent me the replacement boots, okay? But the new boots aren't the same as the old boots. They're slightly smaller. Because my left foot is an eighth of an inch bigger than my right foot, eighth of an inch. But yet my right foot is tight in the boot. I actually had to cut my big toenail so much because my boot was rubbing. It gave me a hangnail. So I'm like, anyways, when I got them, I told them it didn't fit. I emailed them. And then they never replied. Not a word from them. So I figured, well, I guess I'm going to have to just suck it up and wear these boots and my toe's going to rub, you know. So I was wearing them. And I got an email from them this week, a week later. Our quality control department has looked at the boots. There's no difference from the old style. Well, I'm telling you, there is. They're different size. Plus, driving my cube van in my old boots, I used to have to I could only touch the gas pedal with the tip of the boot, because if I touched it with the whole boot, I couldn't pull my boot back to do the brake because there wasn't enough room between the brake and the throttle. Well, these new boots, I can. There's room. So and I know this, the truck hasn't changed. And they're trying to tell me the boots are the same, and I'm saying, no, but the boots are smaller because my old size 11, I couldn't put my boot between the brake and the throttle were the new boots I can. They're saying no, no, no. I just like to just reach through them and just like, you're telling me that I don't know the difference between my boot fitting between the brake and the firewall and you know, where the throttle is and not fitting? Like, it's like, oh man, it's like somebody's sitting at a desk, eh? Just sitting at a desk, and they're just like spewing crap. And they're, you know, it's like, I'm in the field with your boots, and I'm telling you, they're not the same. So I emailed them back, and I said, I've had to wear the boots the last week because I needed boots. My other boots were leaking, and it's our wet time of year here, and I can't wear my other boots, my backup boots, because they have a leak. So I had to wear these new boots that my toes rubbing, and they because they said we'll send them back in their email. I said, I'm not going to wait 2 weeks. I need a pair of boots. So I tell you what I'll do is I'll go on your website and I'll buy a size 12. You send them to me, and then I'll send you back the size 11, and you just credit my Visa. Well, they haven't replied. 3 days. And the Red Wing guy, like, they're unbelievable, man. 7 emails to get a response from the company. Then they finally respond, forward it to the Canadian manager, and then the Canadian manager doesn't reply to the emails he sends out. I'm at the end of my rope with this boot situation. It's like every company is absolutely total disrespect to the customer. It's unbelievable. Juanita, thank you so much. I try hard to do a good stream. I tried to put a good show on yesterday. Hello, Italy. I know, Paul. It's so frustrating. So there's another company that somebody, I forget who it was, sent me. They're a Canadian work boot company on the West Coast. It's called workboot.com. So I'm going to send these Red Wings back. Tom, by the way, Tom, I'm mailing them directly to the shoe store. Tim knows they're coming back to him. So I'm mailing them directly to the shoe store, and then I'll get a credit, and then I'm going to try this other boot company in Vancouver who makes boots right in Canada. I'm so sick of companies. Oh, man. But they just don't care, right? They just don't care. It's so frustrating. It's like I need boots. Like this is especially this time of year. Like I absolutely have to have boots this time of year. Like I can get away with in the summertime. I can wear my backup boots because they sink. You know, they have a little bit of a leak, but it does not the end of the world. But this time of year, like yesterday, it was like even yesterday my feet got wet. And they're supposed to be waterproof boots. That's another thing too. When I took my boots off last night, my socks were wet. And I was like, okay. And they weren't wet like as in sweating wet, because there was wet spots. And I'm like, how can you have wet spots on your socks in a waterproof boot? They're supposed to be like a Gore-Tex lining. Both feet in different spots had wet spots. And I put my hands inside the boots, and they were wet in that spot. And they're supposed to be a Gore-Tex lined boot, which means they should not be wet. Anyways, that's enough of my boot whining. But it's just boots are important, because I actually work here for real. You know what I mean? I know, nobody's paying attention to my boot whining. I'm going to just tell you, don't buy STC boots and don't buy Red Wing. Their customer service sucks. A foot rub? No, what I would like is to soak my feet and put my feet up. What are you saying? Drive to their office, knock on their door, stand there with the boots, and give them a slap up the side of the head with the boot? You know, I just don't believe it. Sue's got boot problems too, eh? Boot slap. Soles come separating. Yeah, using terrible glue is what they do. Cheap glue, and and then the sole separates off the boot. I'm telling you. I'm gonna try this company. I forget who's one of our Duck Adventure family people here sent me a link to the company, and I phoned them and talked to them, and they were really, really nice, like really gung ho, like really like friendly. You could tell that they weren't in the city. Somewhere in Vancouver Island. So I'm gonna try them. I'm gonna give them a crack. But I gotta send these Red Wing back. I can't believe Red Wing though. The customer service, 7 emails before they even answered. And then the Canadian guy, he says, he said, we're going to fix your problem. How are we going to proceed? So I email him back and don't hear from him. So like if you needed your boots for work, and I think about this has been dragging on for 2.5 weeks. If you needed your boots for work, how do you do it? You think there'd be like some sense of urgency with these people selling work boots? Like, oh, no boots, just don't go to work for 2 weeks. Oh, Inga, I bring your regular walking boots here. I'll make you wet. It's different when you're working in a wet environment, because what happens is all your bending and twisting, the leather twists and bends. That's how the water gets in. Just walking, you won't have that problem. When you start kneeling down, twisting and turning, every time you stretch that leather and move it, it helps the water get through. Trust me on that one. I know. I've had just plain leather boots, work boots, and working around here, soaking feet by 11 a.m. Gene, once they get your money, that's it. They don't care. But I'm just sending it back. I'll just play their game. I'll just send their product back. Give me my money back. I'll go try somebody else. This company in Vancouver, they make them right in Vancouver Island, and they seem to be on the ball. I'm gonna give them a try. I gotta get a pair of boots that are comfortable, that fit. Yesterday was the whole day. My foot was rubbing. I was like, oh, I hate these boots. They're rubbing. It's like, but I got no choice right now because every pair of boot that I've bought is defective. Like those Red Wings sitting over there, and the pressure point on the big toe and the foot, 3 hours, and my foot's numb. Problem is, too, I can't return them locally because locally they don't sell good boots. They only sell mid to low range boots in this town because this is a depressed area, so nobody buys expensive boots. And I only buy expensive boots because I need them. I can't get away wearing cheap boots. So I've tried buying locally to see if they'd order them for me, and they won't even order them in. The Vancouver company is more expensive. They're about 10-15% more expensive. But they're actually made in Vancouver, on Vancouver Island. They're actually made there by a Canadian. The website's workboot.com. I phoned them and talked to their operation. And they were like really, really friendly and helpful. And she actually even told me not to email her, to phone her to get better service. Temporary fix, put a plastic bag on your foot. That's very uncomfortable, Nancy. You only do that when you're a kid. You can't work in boots like that. Oh, it doesn't work. No, I know what my size is. 11.5, triple E. That's my size. I could get away with 12, but 11.5 triple E is the actual right size. Plastic on your plastic, yeah, you'd be definitely but a plastic bag where your feet would get so hot. Triple E is the width of my foot. So, but I could get away with a 12 Triple E, yeah, but 11.5 is the best. The shoemaker died. There used to be one here, Mr. Naresny. I used to go to him all the time, but he's dead now. But it happens. You die when you get old. You know? Okay, I'm going to go. I'm looking outside. It's bright now. And as you can see behind me, see? See, where is it? Right there. Right there, see? She's bright enough. So I'm going to get the stream set up here at the Magoon. I got to go take the umbrella to take the camera over there because it's raining. And I'm going to do an iPhone duck rush for you. And then I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do here today. I'm really leaning towards working at my garage since it's raining out. Because I really want to get rid of that racking. I really, you people have no idea. You know how long it's been since I've had my garage? I'm looking at the calendar here. Do you want to know how long it's been since I've had my garage back? Like 100% me? The last time I had my whole garage to myself was August 2012. It's been storage off and on since then. So I'm really close to having it back. No, I still got shirts. There's a bunch of, I don't need all the boxes anymore because I'm down low. Because I originally bought a lot of t-shirts. So now I'm way down, so I can consolidate the inventory into smaller boxes and take them upstairs. And then I don't need the racks anymore. But there are still t-shirts. You go to the site, 50 Ducks in a Hot Tub, you can still get a t-shirt. If it ain't in stock, you can't buy it. The inventory's right. I wonder where Vista is this morning. She must have slept in. And she knew that I was going to do a morning coffee. I bet you she's sleeping. I bet you that's what she's doing. Yeah, Canada, US have the same sizes, UK aren't the same. Because inside the boot, it shows the different sizes. And then there's European. There's Canada/USA, then there's the UK size, then there's a European. I think I'm a 45 in the European size. I think I'm 45. But inside the boot, there is 3 different. T-shirts? No. These t-shirts are the last of the double print t-shirts. We're going to be having t-shirts, but it's going to be on my online store that I have to set up yet. But right now I still have a lot of t-shirts. Some nice black ones, white ones, which happen to be my favorites. But for some people, people aren't really a fan of them. The white really jump out. The graphics on the white are screaming. Like it's like I'm wearing a big billboard. No. I have a size. Whatever size you are, I have a shirt that will fit you in a size. It might not be the color you're looking for, but hey, it's about supporting the Ducks. So you get a t-shirt. Might not be the color you like, but hey, you got to take one for the Ducks. But today, that's what I'm going to do today. I am going to do that. And Tim's coming over, and then we're going to shoot the barn with the laser, get some measurements. And then I gotta get the material list. I get a price, and I will post later, folks, the concrete fupa My camera, I charged it up here because it was dead this morning. I'll take a picture. I'll post the invoice so everybody can see my mistake. Yeah, I know, Norm. If it's not made of leather, real leather, and if it's not soles or sewn on, yeah, I know. Trust me, I'm on the same. You know how you're singing to the choir, Norm. I don't buy those synthetic work boots. I only buy leather. We're talking boots and t-shirts here. And I'm gonna go because I gotta let the ducks out because their day is gonna be shorter, and I gotta go. I'm already half an hour late on letting the ducks out. So I'm gonna say goodbye. Thanks for joining me for Sunday morning coffee. Even though I was really not the best company because I'm hurting today.